it's kind of a victory for science. You know, over the last few days, we've gotten emerging evidence for the first drug that has shown evidence of efficacy. It's a drug called Remdesivir that came to prominence over trials to use it for the Ebola virus, where it didn't really work. So those trials did not show that it worked for Ebola. But these drugs remain in our arsenal. We now tried it in a clinical trial, and we have seen that it does produce benefit to people. And, you know, in the beginning of this outbreak, there was a lot of pressure, not just on NCDC, on state governments across the country to buy and invest in medications. I won't name them by name, but many types of pills, both conventional, medical, and everything else. And I stood firm and said, listen, we have to wait for the science to come through for us. What we now need to do is gain access to this drug. It's a difficult process at the moment, but we've started those conversations to enable access to Nigerians. We will speak with NAFDAC to hasten, speed up the regulatory process so we can make this drug accessible and available to Nigerians. So it's the first step, and that's how science works. Sometimes it's slower than we want it to be, and we would like it to be, but that's really what we have to do. And the same is for vaccines, the same for drugs, and the same for all the other measures that we need to now put in place.
The NCDC DG also gives an update on the work for a possible vaccine for the disease.
You know, vaccine development for a new disease, it's a very complex process. And what we're doing is trying to contribute to the global efforts around this. So we're going to be part of something called the Solidarity Trial, which is evaluating several, both therapeutics and vaccine candidates. Ultimately, even when you do the phase 1 and phase 2 trial of a vaccine, once you start getting to actually trying out in humans, you need people across different countries, different parts of the world, to take some of it and to show that it works and causes no harm. So we're part of a much broader global effort in different research objectives in different aspects of the response.